Hey, look out. It's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
And I'm Morgan Hill.
Comedian Jen O'Brien there on the Zoom, if you're watching, in the small square. You look really, really tiny there, Jen. How are you?
Oh, thank you. I'm doing fairly well. I can't complain. I can, but I choose not to. I choose not to. Listen, I can complain all day long, but no, I'm doing fairly well considering, just a little bit of a pandemic going on in the world. I'm holding up pretty good. It's hard. It's hard for everybody. We're all kind of going through it in our own ways. So, but you
got a sprig of flowers coming up out of your head, so that's always a good thing.
It is. Listen, I got some wildflower. I found these at the Kroger last week.
The Kroger,
and they're kind of wild. I'm like, I've got a little something to just cheer me up. So I brought it now. It looks like it's coming out of my head.
Yes, I like it.
Let me try to keep that awkward thing going the whole time. I'm not going to move. I'll just stay right here.
I like it.
That's beautiful. Now, how is everybody else holding up in your household? Since you're doing fine and have flowers growing out of your crown, how's everybody else?
Well, to be honest with you, my husband, his company is helping build. They're building a stadium. They're contracted to help with the railing system in a stadium out in Las Vegas. So he went out there for that, and he's not returned because it's just the travels, and there's certain restrictions now. If he wants to stay working there, he can't leave the state. So it's really just been me and my teenage daughter. So basically, I've been alone because she doesn't want to spend any time with me. And so I've just been just getting into trouble. Honestly, I've been spending obscene amount of times watching conspiracy theory movies. And
really?
I'm filling my head with some stuff, guys. It's getting dark over here. I thought the pandemic's not enough. Let me go ahead and open this Pandora's box. So it's kind of sad, but true. It's dark. It's gotten dark over here. I've had to have my husband talk me back down off the ledge.
With all the conspiracy theories, now obviously then you would probably think the pandemic is a conspiracy. What else are you thinking?
Oh, I go back and, well, listen, there's this, if you want to go deep, there's this movie called Out of the Shadows. I don't know if you've heard about it yet.
Yes, I've watched it.
Okay. Hello, Morgan, you and I can connect. Okay. So I didn't see, that was the tip of the iceberg. That's where I went wrong. I watched it, but I kept going. I was like, really?
Yeah,
so I started
stopped
Googling.
at that movie.
Okay. That's what a normal person does. They stop. But me, I'm like, oh no, I've just been going. And I texted my husband last night and I was like, hey, are you up? And he never responded back. So that was my open door to get back on Twitter. And, just look up things like adrenochrome. Is that what it is? I think it is. You guys know what that is?
No.
Okay.
No.
Don't you probably? I don't know if this is a good show. This is happy place. I don't think we want to go into what that is, but if you want me to, I can.
Yeah.
I mean, I know.
Well, we've been talking about Tiger King, so there's that. So.
Well, that's also a darkness that I've let into my life during the quarantine. After episode 2, I was like, I think I should stop. But then it's just like, I'm so invested, it's hard to. And
it's like watching a train wreck, right?
Did that inspire your filming of the Real Housewives? You've been busy filming, I see.
I have. I'm trying to think. I think, I can't say that it has, but when I first watched the first time I watched the first episode of Tiger King, I literally was like, this is like an SNL skit. Like, is this, they are so absurd. You're just like, and I love the Carol, and she's going on, and all of a sudden she's like, and I'm allergic to cats. Like, you can't, like, you can write that stuff.
You can't make this up.
But when it's real life, you're like, oh my gosh, this is like a writer's dream come true. Everything that's happened. Yeah. So it inspires me. Morgan, I will say things like Tiger King inspire me to just stay absurd with my comedy because it's real life, obviously. Yeah.
Comedian Jen O'Brien there in her. Is that your living room? You're
yes,
sitting?
this is my living room. This is my living room. Yeah. Thank you. That's the wildflowers behind me. It's a couch. It's actually a small, I could give you a tour, which isn't much. Literally the dining room's there, living room, kitchen, 3 bedrooms back. I mean, there's not much to it. It's a little ranch.
That's all good.
It's a little, it's dirty. I don't think you want to see the rest of the house.
I do think there's a couple of things. I do think we should do a conspiracy show with you later on.
Yes, that would be fun.
Guys, I'm ready. I'm ready. I could talk for hours about what I've been listening. Seriously, I'm pumped.
All right. The next thing, whom do you have on your cup there? I see.
Okay. Who do you think that is?
Oh, that's Donnie. Oh, I love it.
Donnie and Marie. Listen, if
Wow.
you haven't seen these two live in Vegas, you haven't lived. Honestly.
Wow.
So,
Now, are you a little bit country or are you a little bit rock and roll?
You know, that's the question of the hour. It just depends. It depends on what day of the week you're coming to me. No, I'm all of it. I love it all. But actually, I've never really seen. My friend Talia got this for me at the thrift store, and it makes me laugh. I just love cheesy stuff like this. Sorry if you're a big Donnie and Marie fan. They're great, talented, fun folks, but actually never seen them live.
Honestly, when you had it down low, I thought that was you on the front until you raised it up.
Could you imagine? Well, listen, I am known to plug my own merchandise. So if I had a cup with myself on it, I would drink from it. And
that's what you need is a cup with a picture of you and Donny Osmond on it. How cool would that be?
And then the plant behind my head.
Yes.
You can put that in, and that's.
I would buy that. I would drink coffee out of that.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to see what I can do to make that happen. Because I do have merch right now with my Real Housewives stuff. So.
All right. Very cool.
I'll have to plug that in.
You're a mess. Wow.
I know I am. It's becoming more apparent the more time my husband's away, and I'm pretty much to myself that I'm pray for me. That's.
Are you getting your teenage daughter involved in the conspiracy theories as well, or?
Oh, I did. The day I watched Out of the Shadows, I literally watched it through, and then I woke her up. I said, "You've got to see this movie." I watched it twice in one day. Guys,
Wow.
I'm just telling you, I don't just dabble. When I go in.
You're diving deep.
I'm diving very deep. So we can listen. As soon as you're ready for me to unpack all this, let's go. I know it's sad and scary at the same time.
We'll do that. We'll do that in a couple of weeks, and no doubt it will be our bestseller as well.
Yeah.
I know we got to go to a break here in just a minute, but now Morgan mentioned something about Real Housewives. Have I been under a rock? What are you doing with all
You
this?
haven't seen it?
No, what is it?
Oh, you're
Wow.
missing out.
Well, just, you haven't lived till you see these guys. Well, you haven't lived till you've seen the Real Housewives of the Quarantine is the truth. Okay, so I've just created these characters, and they're these ladies, and I'm just following them through the quarantine. So I've dropped 5 episodes since this all started.
Give us an example of what we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah. So there was 4 ladies. I introduced a 5th one this following week. And so they're all just different characters. I mean, I don't know if we got a break, so I don't want to go too deep, but
we got a couple minutes. You're good. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I got Roxy. She's my New Yorker lady, but she's down in a community in Boca. She's hunkering down with her husband, Jerry. And listen, she can't stand Jerry. She's ready to kill him by the end of the day. But so we got her perspective. Then we've got Kathy. Kathy's kind of just my housewife, but she's super caught up in cleansing, and she's super paranoid of catching the virus. And, she does she makes her family wear gloves and masks all the time. So she's kind of more my foot in reality kind of woman, but to the extreme.
Right.
Then there's Jazz Freebird, which is my spirit animal. She's absolutely absurd. She's country. She's conspiracy theorist. She's a prepper. She was made for the quarantine. Okay. She's been ready for this moment. She knew it was coming. But she's going off the deep end, and she starts talking about crazy stuff. So she's
the one that bought all the toilet paper, right?
You know, she doesn't actually use toilet paper. I mean, she's
Oh,
an off
okay.
the grid kind of lady.
Hey.
You know, hey, oh, too much.
TMI.
That's all the time we have for Jen.
And we're out. So, she's fun though. She makes me laugh a lot. And then there's Sabrina. Sabrina she's kind of my Australian. I've been working on that accent. I've been trying it out with you guys here and there.
Yep.
So she's my Australian mom who has found her freedom from being from the 9 to 5. She's at home. She's sleeping all the time. It's a vacation for her.
Yeah.
But she's recently she's trying to become TikTok famous. So she discovered the app. So she's all into that right now. So the story has taken her to the world of TikTok. And then Joan Peterson came in last week, and Joan's a lot of fun as well. Joan's jack of all trades, master of some. She's fun. She's out of control. She laughs inappropriately. She's a handful, but
yeah.
she's also a lot of fun. So I like bringing her in. For my friends that know all my characters, we're really excited to see Joan finally show up for the party. So we got 5 ladies, we got a full crew. So this week, each week I'm like, okay, you got to keep topping the week before.
Yeah.
And
they can check all these out on your Facebook page or what?
They're on Facebook, and if you want to watch them all, like I need to probably give you a YouTube link because I've got a playlist on YouTube. But yeah, they're on my Facebook, they're on YouTube. So yeah,
check them out. Check them out. Yeah, Jen O'Brien. Jen, we love you. Apparently, Rick had an internet issue and went away because he's no longer with us. We've lost Rick. Rick is no longer with us.
Prayers for Rick.
And his internet, yes. All right, well, we got to take a break. Let's, Jen, we got to hook up with you again and do this whole conspiracy theory show. This is going to be fun.
Hey,
I think you and Morgan are going to take over.
Oh, Morgan, let's go. I've got
Morgan's
a lot to unpack.
Ready.
All right, we're going to take a break. You're listening to Faith Talk Live. I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
And I'm Morgan Hill. And I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Rick Probst. And we'll be right back.